This is a lesson, by the way, that you will want to study maybe 1,000 times. I have been studying these since the 60s. Click on the button and get involved in 6 Minutes to Success. I've been doing it for a long time. It's helped me earn millions of dollars, build a wonderful company, and it'll help you do exactly the same. The law of attraction will deliver to you what you do not want as quickly and as certainly as it will deliver what you do want. When Leland Valvanderwall and Dr. C. Harry Roeder exposed this information to me with respect to the laws. The laws are something you want to fall in love with because it's the order that the entire universe operates with. Now let me repeat. The best definition of natural law seems to be it is the uniform and orderly method of the omnipotent God. Unlike any other form of animal life that's being created, you and I were given the power of choice or free will. Along with this power came certain responsibilities. The capacity to choose does not involve freedom from the consequence of our choice. The laws or rules which govern every individual, and which we cover to some degree as we go through these lessons, are as exact as the laws that govern the material universe. You can act in accordance with these laws, or you can disregard them, but you cannot in any way alter them. The law forever operates and holds you to strict accountability, and there is not the slightest allowance for ignorance. Now, as you've witnessed in viewing The Secret, the law of attraction will deliver to you what you do not want as quickly and as certainly as it will deliver what you do want. Anytime you spend time thinking of what you don't want, do you know you are drawing it to you? I want you to think of the time that you spend focusing on conditions or circumstance or situations that you may not be very fond of. Things that you don't like. I hear people constantly telling me about their problems, and I'll say, quit saying that. Quit talking about the problems. Start talking about the opposite to the problem. Start talking about the solution. Start thinking what you don't want, and then ask yourself what's the opposite to that. And that's where you switch, that's where you go to. Only see the good that you desire, because whatever you're seeing, you are attracting. What you see in your mind controls the vibration you're in, and the vibration dictates what you attract. Wallace Wattles went on to say, the ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. We're getting into finding out what that certain way is. It's by law. Those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich. Those who do not do things in a certain way, no matter how hard they work or how able they are, remain poor. Now, I have mentioned various places in this program how when I started studying this material, I was unhappy, I was sick, and I was broke. And all of a sudden, everything started to change. I started to read this material. I did not understand it, but I kept reading it. And do you know my income went from $4,000 to $175,000 in a year. And then it went way beyond $1 million. And it's helped me earn millions of dollars. But here I was with an income in excess of $1 million a year. And if you asked me what I was doing, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Oh, I could tell you what I was doing physically, but there was a lot of other people doing the same things, and they weren't winning. So I didn't know what happened to me. I really didn't understand it. But I wanted to know why. Why was I winning in such a big way? Because you see, everything I had been taught from the time I was a child indicated that it wouldn't matter what I did, I would not win. I'd been taught if you don't go to school, you can't win. I hadn't gone to school. Now, I don't recommend that people don't go to school. I think you should go. I think you should get as much formal education as you can, because that shows you where to go to get information. But that's about where it stops. I was taught if you don't have experience, you can't win. Well, I had none of these things going for me, and here I was earning over $1 million in a year. And so I had to know why. And I reasoned that someone had either written this information in a book or they were speaking about it. So I made up my mind I'd read every book that was ever written if I had to, and I would go and listen to people speak about this. But today, I understand. I gained an understanding of exactly what happened in my life. I started to understand why these good things were coming to me and why some other seemingly good people weren't attracting these things.